in terms of Welsh organisations getting up to speed with this. And, it's like you say, 2027 next year for registration of buildings, it's going to fly.
Yeah.
Once they registered those buildings, there's going to be that expectation that there will be have started and be getting traction on all of the things for when the duties land and come into force. So, what do you see as being the organisations based in Wales, their biggest challenges?
I think we've learned a lot in England about what not to do. So we
Mhm.
had that registration day, and there was a lot of organizations out there that A, didn't meet it or just weren't fully prepared for it, Stu. And I think
Mm.
now that this has come into effect, I would say to any organization in Wales, you need to sort of get on this now. You need to start looking at it. You need to start registering your buildings. But ultimately, I think the first thing that people need to do is maybe conduct like a gap analysis on where they're at the moment. Because as soon as they've got that gap analysis and they know what information's missing, what they need to do, they're going to put themselves in such a better place for when those buildings are registered, because we don't know who's going to get called up first yet, or when that building safety authority is going to say, well, actually, let's start with these buildings. And because like in England we had the tranching mechanism, didn't we? So we
Mm.
kind of knew what style buildings, whether they were tall, the amount of residents in them, the biggest risks, they were going to get called up first, and go down that way under the 5 year sort of phased in program. But we don't know at the moment in Wales who's going to get called up. So ultimately, I think Wales is just prepare, 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 because that's what I would do if I was working in one of these associations in Wales. I would be getting on this, getting that gap analysis done, looking at the structural surveys. Do we have them? Do we not have them? And going from there, really.
Dame Judith Hackett actually comes up with a great saying. It's not acceptable to just sit there and wait for these things to happen. What you need to do is to make sure that you're starting those behaviors. So yeah, there's no reason to wait to start the process of behavior change once it is clear what is coming and what is
Yeah,
expected. So when you look at it from that mindset, yeah, organizations need to know, well, we know this is coming. We also know that in England, they've also already done a lot of this because it's been entrenched for a good few years now. Look for that support if you and do that gap analysis, like you say, because a lot of organizations may be in a good place, but they don't know it. A lot of organizations may be in that false position where actually there are big gaps, but they're not aware of what they look like.